Welcome back to Better Radio Websites, the podcast that wants to help you get more visitors and the most revenue from your radio station website. And this week, we're going to talk about rebranding your station online and being sure that you have all of the bases covered. Hi, it's Jim, and we're so excited about, obviously, the rebranding of Better Radio Websites to more coincide with our parent company, Skyrocket Radio. Don't worry. The best practices and the information that we give each and every week, they are not going to be Skyrocket Radio specific. They will cover everything, whether you do it yourself or if you partner with a different provider. We want to ensure that you have all of the best information and downloads and just resources that you can get more visitors to your radio station website and, of course, more revenue. Now, yes, we rebranded, and this is kind of in the process of rebranding things. We've done some of the things behind the scenes a little bit differently. The way we edit things are a little bit different. Some of the elements are different. So this is going to be a work in progress over the next few weeks. One of the things that we're still working on are our list elements. So even though we're providing a list this week, it's not going to be as polished as it will in the coming weeks. So thanks a lot for bearing with us. All right, so let's jump in this week. It's all about rebranding. Perfect time since we're rebranding Better Radio Websites. And a lot of stations this past weekend have rebranded. Some of them for the Christmas season already. So they've changed formats, and it's always an exciting time when you rebrand a station because especially when it comes to changing a format. Sometimes it's just colors that change, but sometimes it's a completely new logo. So ultimately, what's going to happen is there's going to be somewhere that you forget to change out a logo. Have you ever had one of those times where you've went through this rebranding and you've switched formats and changed logos and everything, and you think you have every one of the bases covered, but gosh, we forgot to switch out the logo on this platform or in this download or this whatever, and you don't realize it till 3 or 4 months later. Well, we want to kind of help you with that. We have the ultimate list here for the online portion of your rebranding. This is not going to be for printables and stuff like that. This is basically for online. The number one, obviously, it's your website, the header logo, the colors of your website. All of that are a part of the rebrand. And so, of course, you want to make sure that this new logo is there and the website is reflecting if you have a new format, your new format. Any downloads that you have on your website, like media kits, sales PDFs, that sort of thing, you want to be sure that your logo is switched out there as well. Number 2 on our list is, of course, your social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, your Instagram, all of those things. You want to be sure that your logo there is present. Now, you don't have to go through and delete all of the old posts that have the old logo on them. Some folks want to go through that extreme, but I personally don't think that you really have to. I mean, if the main logo on your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever like that is the new logo, obviously something has changed. So that is okay. You want to be sure that in your bio, in your descriptions on all of these platforms, if you've changed the formats or something like that, you want to be sure that all of that wording is up to date and reflecting of the new brand. Number 3 is podcast platforms. Obviously, like we did here, you want to be sure that all of your imagery has been updated to the new logo. All of your cover art, any descriptions that you have in your podcast, you want to be sure that all of that is updated. Refresh all of your thumbnails that you have. And then number 4 is, of course, email communications. You want to be sure that the salespeople have the new logo in their email footer, and everybody does. Newsletter templates. If you have a newsletter, you want to be sure that logo is updated there. Any automated emails that go out each and every week, you want to be sure that the logo is up to date in all of those. Number 5 is any online advertising that you're doing. This is easy to forget because it's not social media. It's not the website. It's not the things that you touch every single day, but maybe you have some online advertising that you're doing for the radio station, like Google ads, that sort of thing, social media ads that you are doing, any affiliate marketing materials that you have your logo on. Your mobile apps, if you have a mobile app, you want to be sure that that logo is changed. Now, I will tell you that sometimes your mobile app icons will require that your app be updated. And if your app needs to be updated, there is a review process that has to happen on each one of those app stores, the Apple Store and the Google Play console. They're the Android platform. So there may be a couple days there to where you've already switched the station over, but the app has not been updated. And then it will take people a while to get that update on their particular phones, because once you switch an app icon, let's say, then you go through the process of the app review stores. They do their review process that could take anywhere from a few hours to really a few days, maybe even a week or so. So you want to be sure that you maybe allow some time for that. You don't know when it's going to happen. It's all on their schedule. And then you may say, okay, well, it's been updated in the App Store. Why don't I see it on my phone? Well, that push that comes down from the app stores doesn't happen at the same time for everybody. Sometimes it takes people a little bit longer. So you want to kind of factor in that some of that will more than likely happen. But you do want to be sure that your app icons, your splash screens, any of the imagery within the App Store listings, all of those are updated with your new branding material. Then number 7 is online directories and review sites. Is your radio station a member of your state broadcasters association? It has a logo on their website more than likely, so you'll want to be sure that that logo is updated. Any other radio station directories that you happen to be a part of that has your logo on there, your Google My Business and Bing places, those are directories that sometimes are automatic. A lot of radio stations sometimes have those because it helps your local SEO, any Yelp listings that you have. Like I said, a lot of the times we don't think about this, right? Well, these are some to consider.
Looking to maximize your radio station's digital presence? Skyrocket Radio delivers custom websites and mobile apps built exclusively for radio stations by radio professionals. Our websites engage listeners and drive revenue, while the integrated apps keep your audience connected wherever they are. It's a complete digital solution designed to boost your station's reach and ad sales. To take your station's online experience to the next level, visit skyrocketradio.com.
Number 8 on our list is third-party websites and partnerships. Syndication partners, do you have any of those that may have your logo on their website? Maybe you have a morning show, and on their website, your logo is listed there. That's something that you would have to reach out to them and let them know to go ahead and switch out. Any charity or sponsorship pages that you have, local chamber of commerce, if they have your logo on their website, you'll want to reach out to them to ensure that that logo is switched out. A lot of Rotary websites sometimes have the websites of the Rotary members on there as well. Number 9 is digital documents or presentations that you have out there and about. So like if your sales manager goes in and speaks to the local chamber of commerce and they have a PDF or a spreadsheet that they normally go in and give information about your radio stations, then those logos will need to be updated on that. And so it doesn't look out of date once you get up in front of all those people. Any media kits like press releases, sales presentations, as I said, and any internal documents and templates will have to be updated. Streaming and on-demand services, of course, your streaming provider will need this, your new logo. Any on-demand content, refresh any archive shows that you have out there that have your old logo on there. Any merchandise stores, if you reach out to one of these partners and you're actually selling merchandise online like t-shirts and hats and mugs and that sort of thing, that logo has to be updated there. Any third-party retailers that you're partnering with to sell things online, like a big deals store, may have the old logo on there as well. Content management systems and tools, any CMS dashboards that you have that had that logo up there at the top, any analytics tools that you may be printing out for management that show how your website is doing on a weekly or monthly or quarterly basis, that may have your logo at the top of that. Be sure that that one is switched out. Any online forums and communities that your radio station is involved in, any discussion threads, maybe your morning show will get on and they will, be in a discussion thread about something and the logo is their profile image. You want to be sure that that one is up to date. 14 is cloud services and collaboration tools like file sharing services. If you do some sort of file sharing system within your salespeople, or maybe you're file sharing with voice trackers that are out of market, those logos will be needed to be updated as well. Any project management tools that you have, that's kind of in that same vein. And then number 15 is digital signage and in-store displays. If you have partners that the radio station may have out in the community, that maybe they have something, maybe this business sponsors a certain segment on the radio station, and inside their business, they have a banner that says, listen for our segment each day from noon until 1 or something like that on, and then you have your radio station logo. That logo will need to be updated. All right. So it's quite an extensive list, I know, and some of them were printable, but most of these are the online places that you may not have even thought of that your logo will need to be changed if you do a logo switch out. You rebrand the radio station, and especially if you flip formats and the old logo may have the old tagline in it or something like that. Now, some useful tips now, since we are talking about mostly online, there are services out there that like Brand24 and Mention. I think Google has this thing as well where you can type in either your website or your radio station name. And then whenever like another website mentions your website, you will be notified that that website has made a mention about either your website or your radio station. We mentioned stream provider. You want to be sure that like TuneIn is updated with your station logo. Anything that is, you really have to sit back and think, oh, wow. Okay, this is a list of 15 of them. Are there any more? Because I am sure that I have missed some. I did use AI to come up with this list. And full disclosure, there was a couple of them on there that took me by surprise that I actually had to use with our Better Radio websites rebranding. So hopefully this list helps you. If it has, be sure that you like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Those are very, very important in our rebranding and the way that we're doing things to kind of help this podcast grow. Those subscribes, those likes, those comments really, really help us out and ensure that more people get this content. And if you need help with your radio station website, we're always here to help. Visit us at skyrocketradio.com. Have an awesome week online making your radio station website better. We'll see you next time.